see what they try to do here in the first round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What are they thinking here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Starts off zoning with fireballs. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Taking stock. Nice solid counter. Is that going to condition them to be more conservative? Decides to buff up while they can. Sticks the jump in. Sticks the combo. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Checks them with the project, picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Very solid corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Connects with medium kicks. Taking stock. Player one chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Both fighters planning something? Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Knockdown and... You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Quick step super art to show them what our PhD fighters can do for you. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Clutch anti-air.
Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. What now? Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. There's a burnout. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Burns out. Looking for a hold.
Take a seat. Answers with a fireball.
Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. A lot of pressure building up here. Are you kidding me? Player two.
Round one. Fight.
Open with the fireball. Oh, combo. Let's go. Goes with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Takes the chance to hurt him. Decent damage. What's next? Player one is maintaining the corner position for a throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Nice tech. Overdrive Hadouken. Player one had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. They're backed up into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Got their eye on the air. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Knockdown and player one is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Hanging on for dear life. Barely drops the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Manages to block the jump in. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Gets a risky buff in. Close range projectile. This is gonna hurt. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully.
Looking to follow up after that target combo.
Okay, here we go. Scuffle. Getting up close and personal. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. They're in the corner. This may change the match. Both are ready. There's a burnout.
More fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
Oh,
Looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super.
How'd I lose?
Player 1.
Round 1. Fight.
Hits the drive.
Bumps up. Dashes forward. The counter is blocked. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Pressuring them in the corner. Throws them. What's next? They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Hits with the overhead. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. From up above, throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Okay, creating some space here. Throws a fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. G-right kick for a mix-up. Knockdown and avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Goes forward with a gut punch. Ups the damage on that by opting to go. Burnout activates. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1. Fight.
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Oh, whiff the throw. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Decides to go in with the target combo. All right. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Strings it all together. Knockdown. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Connects with medium kick. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Looking for a chance. Drive gauge gap here. Pops them with a shorty. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until they're driving.
All in with the rush.
Are they the Shinku Hadouken? Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Add a bit of OD spice there. Goes for the jump in. Very slick with, oh my, the throw tech. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Overhead attack. Overhead. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Ooh, you burns out. Can they use it?
More fuel to the fire. Put them up. Sits them down with the super. Now that's how you take a round.
Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2.
Round 1. Fight.
We're finally ready. Adds a bit of OD spice. Looking for a chance. Anything could happen here. blocks the low heavy. Trips him up. Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. If the drive gauge is completely empty, the player will enter burnout and won't be able to use drive for a period of time, so it's vital to not let that happen. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 chases them down. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Checks them with a projectile. Life lead opens up.
Extra spicy Shoryuken X.
Medium kick in there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Good parry here to try and make something happen. It's not easy to parry projectiles in the heat of a match, but it's definitely effective. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Going in. Jumps in. The throw missed. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Uses the gauge for a super arm. What'll happen here?
Player willing to risk it for the overdrive.
Are we gonna see a comeback here?
Dragon Lash.
Player 2 shows some disrespect with that invincible special. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight.
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talk? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Puts one in the pocket. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What's the play here? Player 1 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Throws on. What's next? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Inadike brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? They couldn't shake the projectile. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 will want to take experiencing burnout. Flashes him. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big throws. Going in.
Just goes for it at this range.
Are we gonna see a comeback here? Here comes the court. They get the stun. This is a huge opportunity. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Denies the attack and a parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Strings it all together. Oh, easy tech. Projectile to try and change the situation. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Overhead, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Burnout actually ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Round 2.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Checks with a medium kick. scrapping it out up close. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout activates. Player 2, oh no, they're stunned. The stun's got both sides thinking about what's next. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 is dominating this match. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Throw a super art. KO! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.